I've been in office for about 6 months. And when you get something like this, attention Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and ragheads Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar, I was totally excited and pleased when I heard about 49 Muslims were killed and many... Many more were wounded in New Zealand. This is a great start. Let's hope and pray that it continues here in the good old USA. The only good Muslim is a dead one. How is that enough? Not enough to fall under domestic terrorism if they're targeting solely based on my faith and others and saying that a good Muslim is a dead one, obviously directed to me. By the way, they copied in this threat to my office, they copied the U.S. Department of Justice, the President, Department of Homeland Security, and so forth. And we get so many of them, and I keep asking, what happens? What happens to these individuals? Are they... You know, I'm being sincere. I'm not trying to, I'm really sincere. I'm a mother, so I want to go home to my 2 boys.
So first, my empathy. I'm in charge of domestic terrorism and international terrorism. I don't differentiate either when the threat comes in, nor does the FBI. We work on both the same. And
I appreciate that, and I hear that throughout your testimony. It's very consistent, Mr. McGarrity, but how come we don't have enough tools right now to pull these people up in, because this is a format, and you can see there's a pattern.
Well, there's 2 parts to that. So I can tell you, the FBI, the Joint Terrorism Task Force, we are working hard, as was said earlier. We are working hard. If there's another statute that you think is needed, come talk to the Department of Justice, absolutely. I mean, I think they've said that during the last testimony back in May. Those type charges, as you're explaining that, I want to arrest that person before they do something.
That's right.
I have to, right?
Right.
What am I going to do? I'm going to look at any charge I can do. Probably in that case, if it gets a little more specific with the violence and targeted violence, I'm going to use 18 U.S.C. 875, an interstate communication threat. That's what I'm going to do. So, and we do that every day, and we actually do it more. And I'm not trying to be argumentative here either. I'm just telling you, the men and women of the FBI are out here working this threat hard. And we arrest more of our subjects on domestic terrorism than we do international terrorism. And we're doing it as
we
much
don't
as
have
we
enough
can.
resources, I think, being spent on that. And you know, Mr. Shivers made a great point, because I am for, and I want to know I want my colleagues to know, I have my coffee hours, I have people protest. I absolutely welcome freedom of speech. I welcome anybody that has an opinion, even about my faith. But to get to the point where they pass it towards threatening life, and really, I mean, to me, that is enough. Sometimes you know, the protected speech, and that's something we have to be very careful and tread very carefully, very, very carefully with that.